you.
Hey everybody, here again another one. David, check out when every time the hero was smarter than the villain. So we're here to witness some of the greatest trump cards of animation history. So let's get into this.
Every villain thinks they're the smartest person in the world until the hero steps in and proves them wrong. Here are 8 times the hero was smarter than the villain. Starting with Woody from the Toy Story franchise.
Which villain?
For the longest time, Woody was Andy's favorite toy, and they did everything.
Are we talking about Toy Story 1 or the specific
Buzz Lightyear
villain?
shows up with his cool laser beam and jetpack wings. And suddenly, Woody
Stunting
watches
on
himself
all
get
of them.
replaced in real time. And to say he doesn't take that well would be an understatement.
Assassination attempt. Now here's my question. Was he trying to kill Buzz or just get him out the window? So I'm going to assume he knew Buzz wouldn't have died from that fall because he knows like the structure of the house and that the bushes were there. Also, I think he knows that like he wouldn't have like died because he's made of like the material. So was he trying to kill Buzz or just get him out or just like punch him essentially and make it look like an accident just to get him out the house? I could see both because like. Yeah, you could see it as assassination intent, or you could just see it as, I've been waiting to hit you for so long, but you got so many people around you that I can't get the swing off. Not to mention, Buzz has beat Woody in every single fight they have. Because Woody really don't got hands like that.
Everything to remove Buzz from the picture. But for all their initial beef, the two become friends. So when Sid is about to torture Buzz, Woody comes to the rescue.
So play nice.
Traumatized for life.
Yup, he manages to save Buzz while simultaneously giving a kid lifelong trauma. Bonus points. But what's even more amazing is that this isn't the only time Woody hatches an escape plan.
Yeah, there's been multiple times. In Toy
Story 3, he essentially organizes a prison break.
Yeah, like how the heck? This was the movie that was like, how in the heck is this man this smart? This man not only... He left and came back somehow. He was smart enough to somehow get out of there. Smart enough to get in undetected and somehow orchestrate an entire plan using the environment that he's only experienced for like not even a full day of knowing the... Granted, he had the telephone to help him, but the fact that that's the only thing he used as intel to figure out how to escape with the people he knew is crazy work.
Maps routes, avoids the patrol trucks, and even neutralizes the security monkey.
That monkey
and
terrified me
although
as
the
a
toys
child.
get caught by Lotso before they escape, Woody thinks quickly on his feet.
She replaced us. She replaced you.
And if you
yes, and then you were petty.
You lied to Big Baby, and you've been lying
How do you become so petty you become
He
Hitler?
reveals the truth about Lotso
That
to
makes
Big
no
Baby
sense.
just in time. In turn, Big Baby finally takes a stand and
then
throws
chucks
Lotso
him.
in the trash. So, despite his flaws, Woody's instincts are usually right when it matters most. Much like Judy Hopps from Zootopia.
I am going to be...
You know what? That twist that they did in the end of the movie was a trumpet card of doom. How the heck you stage that is magnificent levels of magnificent levels of acting.
Yes, I agree.
In a world where bunnies can't be anything more than carrot farmers,
see the second
no
one?
one thinks Judy can be a cop, including
I saw
her
it.
own
It was
family.
a good movie.
But she proves them all wrong. Judy learns that being underestimated can be a strength if you know how to use it, especially when it comes to Nick Wilde.
She has the only strength Julie in what she had.
$200 a day, Fluff.
I have to get that for you. This freaking recording carrot thing to use at all times. I have to get it for you. Cause you be saying some straight bull crap on these phone calls.
365 days a year since I was 12.
Yep.
Throughout her pursuit of justice, Nick...
Does that plead the fifth help now, Julian? Does it?
Well, here's the thing, they're never gonna find the body.
Wow.
None of her colleagues expects her to find the answers, but she's the only one who does.
Night howlers aren't wolves. They're flowers. The flowers are making the predators go savage.
Judy discovers the secret behind predators becoming savage. Thanks to her killer instincts, she soon unveils the real villain, Bellwether. And although this reveal throws
Technically,
Judy
she
off at
reveals
first,
herself.
she quickly improvises with Nick. They
Yeah.
secretly replace the Night Howler serum with blueberries, only
Yeah, like,
pretending
when
that
the heck
Nick
did you
turns
have time to do
savage
that?
fool Bellwether. Like everyone else, the villain didn't expect Judy to pull a fast one on her. But Bellwether is met with the same trick Judy
I
used
don't remember
on
the last
Nick
time I've seen
earlier.
this movie,
It's
though.
my word against yours.
Ooh, actually,
And I'll dart
Yep.
every predator into Julia to keep it that way.
Judy,
Yep.
therefore, is
How
proof
does that have such
sometimes
good range?
it's good to have people look
Hey,
down
you know
on
what?
They
Plot
never know
armor.
how much
It's a
power
plot-
you
it's
hold
literally a
until
plot
it's too
device.
late. Something Fa Mulan understands better than anyone.
It's good.
Yeah, you know
there's
what?
This thing, no wait, there's this thing where it's like the villain didn't didn't hesitate when Mulan was a female because in the villain's army, females and males are treated equally.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. It's been a long time since I've seen Mulan. And honestly, I can't wait to do a reaction to it one day. It's one of my favorite Disney princess movies.
How
Like
can
most
I?
women in her era, Mulan is expected to be
I don't think that's the
graceful
same
and
song.
obedient so she can secure a good match. Unfortunately for everyone involved, she was never good at being someone she isn't.
You may look like a bride, but you will never bring your family honor.
Yeah, accidentally setting your matchmaker on fire tends to end the interview process early. Who'd have thought? But honor was definitely written
like
in
that
Mulan's
fluid,
future,
like,
just
Disney
not in the way
Renaissance
everyone
animation.
expected. It starts when she impersonates a man and takes her father's place in the army, because somehow chopping your hair off will fool everyone
Yeah,
into
like
thinking you're a
what?
guy. At first, Mulan is clearly the weakest link in the group. Eventually, though, she achieves what none of the other soldiers could. Instead of using brute force to complete the task like the other men, she uses her brain. And this technique proves vital against the Huns.
That caused a whole avalanche. That somehow didn't kill
Instead
that
of
guy.
targeting Shan Yu alone, Mulan fires the cannon onto a mountain, causing an avalanche that takes down almost the entire army. Sadly, none of this matters once everyone finds out she's a woman.
I like how that's all that it took. That's all it took. Hey,
We
got
know
blue-
you did a lot, but hey,
You have tits.
Get out.
Like, that's all it took for them to figure that out. Like, how the heck is that all that it takes?
Despite their lack of faith in her, Mulan still shows up and risks her life
He
to save
ripped
China.
that. He really ripped that bun thing, hit that bun strap with arm.
Not quite.
In the
In a
end,
reverse card of
Mulan
doom
never
and
needed the
despair.
strength of a man, just good instincts. She uses her brains to survive war. Meanwhile,
Still one of the craziest deaths of all time. They really.
no.
Just
Dr.
good-
Lexilius was crazier.
You know what? Getting dragged down to hell. No,
hell,
but this
yeah.
one.
Are you
it's-
ready?
No, but this one's like using IRL tactics. While yes, you are correct. This is IRL tactics. They shot with a rocket.
she uses her brains to survive war. Meanwhile, Flynn Rider from Tangled uses his intelligence to make some
Con
truly
artist of
questionable
doom. I'm not gonna
decisions.
lie to you.
May I just say, I
The
I
original
mean, if I were
Rizzler.
Rapunzel, I'd have immediately reached for the frying pan again. There's no denying that Flynn, aka Eugene Fitzherbert, is charming, but he's also smart in all the wrong ways. For most of his life, he used his brain for criminal pursuits.
hay fever?
Yeah.
He never feels remorse for his actions and is quite content with his life as a criminal, that is, until he meets Rapunzel. Granted, Flynn
nobody.
doesn't change overnight, even trying to trick her at first.
Garçon! Your finest table, please.
Flynn brings Rapunzel to the pub, hoping she'll get scared and want to go home. Instead, she somehow turns the tavern into a musical
I keep
group
forgetting she
therapy
doesn't have
session.
shoes
Slowly,
on.
Flynn stops trying to escape her as he finds her more and more intriguing.
I guess when you
it's
live in that
because of his
tower your whole
feelings for
life,
her
you
that
don't
Flynn
require
uses his
shoes.
smarts to do something good for once.
The thing is, how did he know that would work?
I don't know.
No, wait. I think she said when you cut. I think she said when. No, she revealed when you cut the hair, it takes the power away. So I guess, like, how did he know that just getting rid of that bit would also work on like her hair on her scalp or something?
Obviously, selfish Flynn destroys what Gothel needed most.
Yeah, how did he know
Rapunzel's
the
hair,
top hair
even
would
if it means
disappear? But I guess if it's
sacrificing
like,
himself.
whatever, you
No
know.
one saw it coming, especially Gothel. In the end, Flynn
Literally
Rider
eviscerated
becomes something
herself.
nobody expected him to be. Much like Hiccup from the How to Train Your Dragon franchise.
Thank you for nothing.
This man loves him
Useless
as How to
reptile.
Train Your
From
Dragon.
the moment we meet him, no one expects much from Hiccup. He's just a sarcastic weakling who doesn't have the stomach to kill dragons. And in a world full of Vikings where brute strength is celebrated, Hiccup sticks out like a fart in a church. This difference becomes more
Really?
pronounced once he meets Toothless.
He's gotta know how to
Despite
do it
a
right.
lifetime of anti-dragon propaganda, Hiccup befriends the dragon. He even uses his genius to create Toothless a prosthetic tail fin. By doing
Didn't he
so,
give himself,
Hiccup
like,
essentially
flight
becomes
technology
his
as
missing
well?
limb. And that partnership
Yeah,
is
back in the
what
day.
defeats Red Death.
Oh.
This is a result of a bond between Hiccup and Toothless that only grows stronger. In How to Train Your Dragon 2, this connection also saves Toothless from
Can you,
Drago
like,
Bloodfist's
hire a bunch of
control.
child soldier dragons in one movie?
Just don't ask.
Hiccup proves that loyalty based on love and trust is stronger than one based on fear. Together, he and Toothless challenge the Bewilderbeast and destroy Drago's entire worldview in the process.
And a lot of like
These
DreamWorks
moments
movies in like
prove that
the
Hiccup was
mid to late
always destined to be a
2010s had like the
great
same
leader,
animation
even if no one
motion.
believed in him. Which also happens to be the story of Poe's life in the Kung Fu Panda
Kung Fu
franchise.
Panda.
Smart?
And the Dragon Warrior. Ah.
The first one I don't think Smart's
It's hard to
no
believe that
way
Master
he did
Oogway
find out how to
looked at
do
this
the
clumsy panda and said,
Wuxi finger hold.
Is the chosen one.
everyone thought it was a mistake, including Poe himself. But it turns
I
out
mean, in the
all
literal
he
sense, it
really
was a
needed
mistake.
to unlock his kung fu potential
He just
was
he did it
snacks.
by accident.
Don't tell Monkey.
Since then, Poe has proven that Oogway wasn't just a senile old turtle after all. I mean, he's the one who discovers the secret of the Dragon Scroll when no one else could. But that's
Amir.
not the only thing Poe picks up on.
The Wuxi finger hold.
It
Only
was-
Lotus hold.
It was at this moment that he
Who
knew.
knew?
He f***ed up.
Yes. And-
He figures out the Wuxi finger hold all on his
Yeah,
own.
just out of
he may not have
nowhere.
a plan for everything, but when the time comes, he figures things out.
Just locks
Case
in.
in point,
Hot bullets and then threw it back.
Poe finally learns to achieve inner peace.
Literally like
But
one of
Lord
the most
Shen
aura
isn't the
moments
only
in
villain
animation
Poe
history.
outsmarts. In Kung Fu Panda 3, when Kai smugly says that the Wuxi finger hold doesn't work on him, Poe finds a clever workaround.
Yeah, I guess he is pretty. I OD forgot how many times he just figured things
Knowing
out.
that he's mortal, Poe willingly transports himself to the spirit
But how
realm
does that
and
also
brings
get
Kai
him,
along.
though?
And
Does it
not
just,
only
like,
that,
I
he
don't
then
know.
willingly lets Kai take his chi, fully aware it'll overload and destroy him. The panda who everyone
And just
doubted
horrifying
ultimately
as the man
outsmarts
explodes.
every villain in the franchise. Poe always used his intelligence for the greater good, though, unlike Gru from the Despicable Me franchise.
To this day, this scene gets me.
That's
This
the
to this
best scene.
day.
Don't mess with a father's daughter.
Yes. And it does the pose
the
at the
guy's got
end.
some moves, which makes sense considering
This man
Gru
just
starts as a
backhanded
full-time
a shark.
supervillain with
Like,
an
come
arsenal
on.
of gadgets. He has grand plans to steal the moon, which fail when Vector steals his shrink ray. And naturally, Gru responds in the only reasonable way possible.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
But the truly unhinged
You
part
can't
of
also
this
just
plan
say that he
wasn't
has
the
like a
robot
heck of a lot of
cookies.
resources
It's the fact
as
that
well.
Gru actually adopts 3 small children just to carry
Yeah,
out his
child.
scheme. However, Gru eventually softens up because of his new daughters, who inspire him to leave the world of crime. As a result, he manages to one-up
Became a
Vector,
baby daddy.
but not all of his
And it
plans are
changed his
successful.
life.
Like when he pretends to be captured
he got a
to
hot
sneak
wife
into
and he
El
really
Macho's
changed his
lair
life
in
around.
Despicable Me 2.
No?
Bruh, did these things not scare you as a kid? Like,
They
how
did.
old were we when this thing happened? These things used to scare me when I was a kid.
2013.
Still,
Bro, if I ever saw that,
We were
if
7.
If I was in the middle of that with Gru, I'm not gonna lie to you, they might just get me. But I'm not. But I can say one thing: you about to see me do some acrobatical type stuff to get away from them people. I'm running for my freaking life, cause ain't no way I'm getting caught by those. They ate a tree. There's nothing they ain't willing to eat through.
Some of Gru's best
And
plans
minions
had to
can't
meet
die.
disaster, like in Despicable Me 3.
Give me back my diamond!
Dang, Balthazar Brat never saw it
You
coming.
know what's funny? You know this guy is the same voice actor as Eric Cartman? This is
Wait,
Trey
who?
Parker. The same voice actor as Eric Cartman from South Park.
Wait,
Yeah, this is the same voice actor. This guy right here.
So,
Oh
Gru may
my
have been
God,
a villain
it
at
is.
first, but ultimately this villain turned hero gains a family along the way, which is something Puss in Boots can relate to.
Fear me, if you dare.
That's
Mark,
Puss in a
let's
nutshell.
see.
He's a renowned warrior who's taken down villains of all kinds, including an actual giant. But despite all that experience, Puss is not invincible, which is why he gets outsmarted by someone he never expected.
This little adventure was about one thing.
Yo, mama.
This
Wow.
betrayal hit Puss harder than any sword ever could.
I didn't watch
Dumpty
this movie.
wasn't just his friend,
Did
but
you?
a brother. They grew up together
Oh.
in the orphanage, making plans about all the things they do someday.
I
Despite
think I
how
watched like
hurt
a
he
little
felt,
bit of
though,
it, but
Puss
I don't think I
tries
ever
to
like
work
finished
things
the
out
movie.
with Humpty. In fact, he knows just what to say to make Humpty see reason.
I know the real Humpty. The way you saw the world. The inventor. The dreamer. What happened to that guy?
This proves that Puss doesn't just understand combat, he also has a way with words. That emotional intelligence becomes crucial in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish when he meets a villain unlike any before.
I just
One of the best.
smell of fear.
For the first time, the legendary Puss in Boots doesn't laugh in the face of death. No matter
Fear
how
for his
hard
life.
this hero fights or runs away, he can't beat the literal embodiment of death. And it's only when Puss finally comes to terms with his mortality that things change for the better.
I came here for an arrogant little legend who thought.
But this
he
part
was
wasn't really out of
immortal.
like pure genius. It was just literally him accepting
But I
his
don't see
character
him
arc.
anymore.
For once,
And,
there's
like,
no
he just got
trickery
let go
or
because of
deception
it.
involved. Puss in
Like, he had
Boots
no idea that was gonna
inadvertently
happen. He
outsmarts
just-
death by not
You know what I'm
taking life
saying?
for granted anymore.
Yeah.
But he just
Proving
learned
that
his lesson.
sometimes
I
the
wouldn't
smartest
call
way to
this
beat a villain
genius,
is to
really.
become someone they never expected.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't consider that one pure genius. He really just figured like, hey, I'm an a-hole. I need to change my ways, and boom. if that makes sense.
I play an Uno reverse card.
Wow, okay. Anyways, y'all. Hope y'all have a good day, and God bless.
Yeah, boy.